afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the June 10th, 2022 edition of News from the Front Lines of Business by DW Health Consulting. So here we are. Looks like I made it through another week. Fun with numbers is number 89, and this just came to me a little while ago. Somebody was lamenting the fact that there is no football to watch, and as far as sports go right now, with LSU losing out of the baseball playoffs, we don't have a whole lot to watch here. So 89 days until NFL football starts up again, and we'll have something to watch. But so anyway, a couple new items popped up this week on the IRS's news page. One of them is the Where's My Refund Tool. So this is the tool where you can check if you are waiting to receive a refund. You may not have seen it yet. IRS.gov, Where's My Refund, and they've revamped the tool. I used it yesterday regarding a client's account, and didn't look like anything new and improved to me, but check it out and let me know in the comments what you found, if you like it better or worse, or if it's just indifferent to it all. So because I didn't see much benefit, but seems good and it's new, whatever that's worth. Also, so we've been hearing a lot of talk. I'm sure everybody knows that the gas prices are through the roof right now. Some places on the West Coast are a lot worse off than us here in the Gulf Coast, but they've raised the rates to 62.5 cents a mile, which that's about a 4-cent raise based on what it was prior to this. So I don't know how they came up with that number, and the gas prices have pretty close to doubled. And the increase in the mileage allowance rate is 4 cents. So it's some, I don't know, it's not even 10% of an increase. I mean, and the prices are definitely double what they were last year at this time. So I don't know how they came with such a paltry amount there, but that's what it is. So, a few more pennies per mile if you're driving your car for business purposes. And they've also made some similar increases for charitable miles, but it's still, that's doesn't come close to dealing with the increase in fuel prices. So the last thing, so as far as our clients discussion, it was kind of a slow week as far as that went, but we did have a talk with a client with some rental properties, and the topic came up because it's been vacant for a while now, and so we still got property taxes, even without a tenant there. There is still some insurance costs that are ongoing. So you got, call it $6,000 a year of that type of thing, right? So it's a decent sized commercial rental property. On a monthly basis, that would be $500 a month. Let's call it. And so my discussion was, oh man, thing's been vacant now for 8 months. So we got no rent money coming in, and the owner of the property's idea was that, it's not going to afford to pay the property taxes on it, so I'm going to do it. But so what is your return on investment in a case like that? So let's say it goes the remainder of the year here being unoccupied, and you've had to reach in your pocket to pay $6,000. What does it take to get that $6,000 back the next year? So if we go into the second year and it finally does get rented out, this particular property should generate about $1,500 a month in rent, so $18,000 a year. So in a case like that, in that second year, you would have recouped most of the prior year's losses after accounting for the $6,000 of current expenses. But is that really worth it? I mean, so what is your return on investment? So my discussion here is, should you be looking at trying to unload that property? With prices being inflated and as high as they are. It's a thought. So when you look at your real return on investment, I think a lot of landholders will see it that way. If they can afford the property taxes and some of the carrying costs, sometimes they'll hold on to a property that maybe should be let go from your portfolio. So that topic that I see on William Bernstein, it comes to mind that this the unwitting philanthropist. William Bernstein, he's an advisor, an author that we look at very heavily. Does a lot on stock market investment and just general finance, and he has this term that he throws around in one of his articles about the unwitting philanthropist. And what he's referring to there is people who invest in businesses that lose money, hold on to property and they paying for upkeep, and they basically are spreading their money around to others, and they're not making any profit on it. So it's almost like it's like a charity in a roundabout kind of way, where without intentionally being a philanthropist, they're giving money to other people to cut the grass, to pay insurance premiums, to pay property taxes, unintentionally being charitable. So so we don't want to find ourselves in that boat. So I would encourage, as you're looking at assets that are not generating money, sometimes the smart thing to do is unload those things. And just because you can afford the property tax doesn't mean you should, because if you can't recoup that money quickly, you're going the wrong way, and that's not an investment. So sometimes you take your unrealized gains on the asset off the table and deploy that money elsewhere. So just a thought based on that one discussion we had. So our closing thought for the week here, always looking at Marcus Aurelius and like a lot of the Stoic philosophy here, and the topic for today comes in, I guess, as we procrastinate and life kind of passes us by here. So there's a reminder here to kind of take action. Basically, it's a lengthy quote, but at the end of the day, we have less time than we think we do. So don't waste days, not doing things that you want to do, and not reaching goals that you want to reach, and moving towards, because time is the one thing that we have a very limited amount of, and when it's gone, it's gone. When your time's up, that's it. So with that, have a great weekend, and we'll see you out here next week.